I'm a little late to the party, but there is a reason why my review of Phoenix Rising is coming out a year after it opened. I was at Busch Gardens Tampa in 2024 with all intents of riding their new family inverted roller coaster. I actually ran to the middle of the park, waited patiently at their rope drop, and dashed over to the coaster, only to be greeted by a ride closed sign. At first, I thought the ride was still in its morning cycle of getting ready to open, but then a ride op walked over to the entrance queue and announced that Phoenix Rising will not be opening today. Of course, I was disappointed and yet confused that their brand new roller coaster, which has already been open for a couple months, is closed for, as the staff said, routine maintenance. Regardless though, I had to make this attraction a priority for my revisit this year in 2025. Well, here we are the second time around, and I thought I was going to luck out again as the ride was closed after waiting once again at rope drop. This time, the coaster did open. I was first in line and went right to the front row. The gates opened, Braylon and I climbed into our seats, strapped in, the ride attendant checked our restraints. When I thought they were about to dispatch the coaster, the ride went down due to technical difficulties. We had to deboard the train, but waited in the line as it seemed this would only be a momentary delay. Thankfully, the ride opened back up in a few minutes, and we got our front row ride. All that drama to snag a ride on a family inverted coaster. Phoenix Rising, as I said twice now, is a family inverted roller coaster from the manufacturer Bolliger and Mabillard. The ride stats include a height of 80 feet, 1,831 feet of track, and a top speed of 44 miles per hour. Before we continue on with this review, please do me a favor by clicking on that like button. Newcomers to my channel that love everything roller coasters, be sure to follow. Being a smaller attraction, I wasn't expecting much in the form of theming or presentation. However, I was impressed with the ride station. Whenever the train exits or enters the station, an animation is played on these giant LED screens that surround the backside of the building. Throughout the ride, there isn't much except for the trough that the train dives into near the end of the ride. I do like how the first turnaround interacts somewhat with both the train and Skyride. The color scheme looks nice and fits well with the Pantopia section of the park. This ride complements the other main attractions in Pantopia, like Falcon's Fury, serving as a nice counterbalance to one of the tallest freefall rides in the world. Those looking for a thrill, Phoenix Rising offers some nice moments, but nothing too intense that beginner thrill seekers would be scared away by. The ride sticks to a lot of swooping turns, sometimes being overbanked, creating a little sideways hang time of sorts. The ending is when the ride adds a little bit more intensity by staying low to the ground while performing a helix. The trains only use a single lap bar, so riders feel open as you dive and turn your way through the layout. My biggest gripe with this attraction would be the rattle. It's not terrible, but something that really shouldn't be a problem on a brand new roller coaster. For the most part, and especially with their inverted roller coaster models, B&M delivers smooth rides and Phoenix Rising doesn't rise to that expectation. Again, it's nothing major like it's going to prevent you from riding, but disappointment nonetheless. At the end of the day though, the most important thing is if this coaster accomplishes what it set out to do, and that's being another solid family coaster. I would say for the most part, it exceeds. The ride is enjoyable enough that all ages should find something here to like, but not too intense to scare away younger riders. Unlike Big Bad Wolf: The Wolf's Revenge, which is the newest family inverted roller coaster by B&M, it just opened at Busch Gardens' sister park in Williamsburg. That operates with 2 trains, while Phoenix Rising only has 1. The day I visited the park, it was dead, but during those busy days, I could see this ride being an issue with capacity. Now, most family inverted roller coasters only function with 1 train, so Phoenix Rising is about the same as most. But I'm happy that the Wolf's Revenge learned from their previous endeavors and the other manufacturer's downfall by including that 2nd train. But back to the coaster on hand. Phoenix Rising is a decent family roller coaster and an improvement in nearly all aspects to the attraction that once occupied this piece of land, Sand Serpent, which was a wild mouse coaster. So, for my final score, taking into consideration this is a family roller coaster, I'm giving this ride an 8. I still found the ride to be enjoyable, and with the lower crowds during my visit, I was easily able to score multiple rides. As Busch Gardens Tampa continues to evolve and grow, I think Phoenix Rising will hold as a nice addition to the park, keeping the focus on the family, which has really always been the direction for United Parks and Resorts. Well, that's going to wrap up my review of Phoenix Rising. Until next time, this is X Scream Thrills.